Welcome to Chamber of Love, Healing, Support. My name is Aga, and today I have an honor in assisting you with coming back to your place of balance, peace. We will be focusing on clearing your chakras, aligning them properly, making sure that we remove any buildup of energies that is not serving you, be it mental, physical, or emotional. I will be using energy flowing through my hands in order to assist you, and I will be using my voice to gently guide you through this process of coming back to your place of balance, connectedness. In order to receive full benefits from this chakra balancing, deep transformative connection, find a comfortable place where you can relax, set aside everything else that occupies your mind. Allow your lights to dim. Allow yourself to surrender to the energies that, combined with my words, are designed to bring a deep, transformative result. Let's begin with a few deep breaths into your abdominal. Follow your breath in and out, in and out, in and out. Allow yourself to infuse the breath with as much compassion and love towards yourself as you can. Allow your eyelids to become heavy, as you don't need to look at the video during this transmission, during this deeply healing session designed specifically to work on subconscious levels of the mind, where we store buildup of emotions, unprocessed connections, pain. You can always open your eyes, however, I invite you to allow yourself to look inwards. Close your eyes and physically turn your gaze inwards. Leaving for a while your everyday space and everything that occupies that space. Visualize that next to your bed or your chair is a box, and you can put into this box everything that weighs you down, what you created, projected, and attached your mind to, like expectations, preconceived notions about yourself, about reality, about your life. Set all of this aside. Close the lid and come to this healing space with as much pure perception as you can. And pure perception means that you remain connected to simple body sensations, like noticing temperature of your skin, noticing your breath as it passes through your nostril, noticing your heartbeat. In this session, you might see colors or images. You may deeply connect with your emotions. We allow all of these expressions, but we remove from this healing space any judgment, comparison, so that you can be taken to a space where there's no duality, a space that we can always connect with when we surrender to the aspect of us that is infinite. Close the lid and allow yourself to relax. Relax your body first. Soften the expression in your face. Allow yourself to soften your jaw, soften your tongue. Scan your face, and as much as possible, allow yourself to bring softness to every part of your face. Thoughts might come and go. At the beginning, it is normal to still have some thoughts preoccupying your mind. But what I invite you to do is to look at the thoughts like if there were trains passing through a train station. And you're simply observing the thoughts, but you're not jumping onto any train of thought. You take an observer seat outside of the train, and every time your mind wanders, you take a deeper breath in and allow yourself to connect with the area below your nostril, above your upper lip. Take a couple of deeper breaths to establish connection with your breath, as this will be a way for you to become present again if the mind takes you away from this healing space. It will be a gentle reminder that you came here with very powerful intention to receive healing that will transform you. So you want to participate with it on a vibrational, energetic, subconscious level as your body relaxes more and more. Your mind can also relax. It can let go of control. It can let go of the outcome. Take a few deeper breaths to establish the connection with the phenomenon of respiration. Continuing to soften the expression in your face and continuing to notice if there is any resistance to the surrender. Perhaps you notice some resistance in the mind or in the emotional body or in the physical body. Take a few deep breaths and send that message, that intention to all of your cells to be in a receptive, receiving mode. Just for this little while. Visualize a beautiful place, like a healing space. It could be a place in nature where you've been before, or it's a place in your dreams, somewhere in the sky or in a different realm altogether. It could be somewhere in the mountains, in the valley, by the water. This place evokes absolute peace, serenity within you. I invite you to connect with that space with all of your senses, not just through imagery, but perhaps you can smell the aroma in the air, feel the breeze on your skin, hear the sounds. As much as possible, connect with that space. Imagine, if you will, that this space, with all its elements, the atmosphere, the sun, the wind, the earth, knows exactly why you're here, knows exactly how to respond, to bring the healing and the relief and the alignment you came here for. In this place, you don't need to protect yourself. You can remove any masks that you've been wearing. Remove inhibitions and allow this space to fully support you, to be of service to you. It's like coming back home where you are so loved, so cherished. All you need to do is allow the energy to flow your way and assist you as best as you can. Bring your body to complete relaxation. Allow yourself to drift and float. It will happen automatically. You don't need to make it. Just allow it. Just allow it. I ask that you gently remain connected to this beautiful healing space and remain gently aware of your breath in case the physical mind is hard to step away from. tune into my voice as much as you can. And don't worry if you drift and float. You will receive what you need, what you came here for, to this healing chamber. Let's follow the breath a little bit more closely. Allow yourself to notice the sensation of the air passing through the nostrils, passing through your mouth and the soft palate, passing through the throat. Can you feel the air gently touching the back wall of the throat as you inhale and exhale as naturally as possible? Follow that breath entering your lungs and your abdominal. And allow yourself to connect to that rhythm of breath without controlling it. Just tuning in to this natural phenomenon of the breath, like a rhythm that's always there. Perhaps you can even recognize that there is more rhythms in your body than just the breath. There is a rhythm of your heart. There is blood flowing through your veins. Allow yourself to gently scan your body, starting from the top of your head, take your awareness from the surface of your skin on your face, through the neck and the shoulders, through your chest, through the heart, the lungs, the stomach, and all the digestive organs, into your abdominal, into your reproductive organs, and further down through your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, your feet, soles of your feet, and then we'll do the same thing, traveling up from the soles of your feet in your own rhythm, in your own pace. Allow part of your mind that is still active to gently travel up, past your knees again, your thighs, front and back, your hips, your pelvic floor, your digestive system, all the internal organs. Travel through the entire back, your shoulders, and when you're finished with gently connecting with the physical sensations of the upper body, travel down your arms, your shoulders, through the elbows, forearms, into your hands and fingertips. Then travel up through the neck, all over the face, the back side of your head, and come back to the crown. And I invite you to do this over and over again in your own rhythm. As gently as possible and without preference. Any sensation you come across, be it soft, rigid, or maybe in some areas you're not able to sense anything, look at it as equally as possible. Imagine that your body is like a landscape and you're a bird flying over that landscape, a canyon. And you can look at the entire canyon simultaneously, not focusing on any particular part of this landscape. Can you experience yourself in that manner? When you are noticing the breath, at the same time, you're noticing your heartbeat. With the same softness, you're noticing all the organs in your body. At the same time, you're noticing the temperature of the surface of your skin. At the same time, realizing that there is blood pumping through your veins. You might start from the surface level, where the sensations are much more easily detectable. But as we go along, you will be able to sink in deeper and deeper and notice much more that normally might not be something you pay attention to. Or maybe this is the first time you have ever observed yourself in that soft, soothing, neutral way. Whatever you discover, allow your mind to notice and travel into the next part of your body with equal softness. Can you imagine your skin dissolving and you being able to sink in deeper and feel the muscles underneath the skin? Can you feel the bone structure of your body? And the areas where you feel contraction or stagnant energy that you're unable to penetrate, you can visualize placing little balloons in those areas that are hard to break apart. When you place balloons in these tight spots in the body, be it stomach or anywhere in the shoulders, when you place these balloons inside, fill them with light, beautiful, colorful light. Whatever color you prefer, or make it multicolored. And gently visualize, just with your mind, visualize that you can inflate these balloons little by little. See them inflate and expand. And you just watch with your mind's eye, without any physical effort, as your body is deeply connected to this healing space, fully in the receiving and allowing mode. Use your breath to deepen this experience. When you inhale, these bubbles expand. And when you exhale, I invite you to sink inside these bubbles. Sink inside your body. Just like a diver that has reached a new depth, when you're able to sink in below the surface level of your skin, spend some time there, stabilize your consciousness, adjust to that level, and notice the sensations. Again, without judgment, simply observing that this feels soft, or perhaps you can notice texture or pulsation. And then you can sink in deeper into the space between the muscles, between the bones. And then you can stabilize yourself, your consciousness on that level, and travel up and down your body. From that perspective, from that softness, from that new depth. Always knowing that the most important thing is for you to allow yourself to receive. These exercises are helpful, but not always necessary. You might be already floating in a beautiful space where body is sort of secondary to other sensations that are coming to the forefront of your awareness, like feeling more spacious, feeling that you can perceive energy field within you and perhaps beyond your physical appearance, beyond your physical shape. Use your breath to sink in deeper. Visualize with each inhale that every breath you take allows you to expand the perception beyond physical, a few feet above your physical body at first. And then when you exhale, you shrink that energy ball into a tiny speck of light within you. And then when you inhale again, that energy field expands even further beyond your physical body to the size of your room. And when you exhale, you shrink again to the tiny ball of light inside you. And we'll do it again. Expand even further if you can. There is no limits to how far you can go with each breath, whatever you're comfortable with. Maintaining that soft, gentle awareness of your breath and of this healing space you entered. Slowly shift your attention into your spine. Travel up and down your spine through each vertebra, beginning with the back of your neck and ending with the base of your spine. Can you feel each vertebra as you're passing through the curvature of your spine? Allow all the muscles in your back to feel like feathers or cotton, creating that soft sensation all over your back. So that you can connect easier with the spine. First creating that soft base, supportive base, sending a message to your spine to align properly. Travel up and down your spine a few times. Again, without expectations if you're not able to feel that much yet. Perhaps you have never done this before or never done fully. Give yourself permission to be absolutely okay with what you are feeling at the moment. Sending that soft, fluffy waves of soothing energy into your back, entire back. Now, picture, if you will, that you can turn your spine into a channel of light, like a column of light. Your spine that is housing your entire nervous system is turning into a beautiful channel of light, connected to your eye sockets. Even though your eyes are closed, you can absorb light from the atmosphere, from the sun, and you can send it down through this channel of light and saturate that channel of light with glowing, shimmering, sparkling light. Use any colors that you like and keep working on absorbing as much light as you can into the central channel. Perhaps you can even take part of your consciousness and look at this column of light from different angles. Can you travel around it? Can you see how it glows? Can you see your spine beginning to shimmer and glow? Make the light soft enough to your liking, not too harsh. And when the spine completely saturates, allow it to permeate the light into your entire body. First, let's send that light into your face. From the inside, into your brain, into the muscles of your face, into your jaw, into your tongue, your cheeks, your forehead. Send it everywhere in your head, continuing to absorb the light so you're never ever are short of the supply of light. And that glowing, soothing, permeating vibration that can break apart any tension, any resistance in the mind, in the body, continues to penetrate your neck, the muscles in your neck, the back, the front. Can you feel that soothing effect of like liquid gold passing through and melting tension? Continue saturating until you feel satisfied, until you feel you've had enough light in every cell of your neck and your face, your head. It's like with each breath, the light comes out, overflowing through the mouth, through the nose, and continues to soothe your nervous system and your body. Send that light internally into your lungs, into your heart, entire back. Send it down and fill every organ with that soothing, loving, melting, glowing vibration of absolute acceptance, absolute support, unconditional love. Send that light down into your abdominal. Absorb as much as you can. Allow yourself to drink it up, soak it up. Enjoy that melting and continue saturating channel of light, and use the excess to send down your hips, your thighs, your knees, your calves, and you reach your feet, the soles of your feet. Send the light down your shoulders, your arms, your elbows, your fingers. Your fingers are glowing with this light permeating, and your entire body begins to glow, floating in this beautiful healing space, supported by the space, allowing, receiving. You can float in that space internally a few times. Check in if any part of the body still needs more light, and send it where it needs to go. As long as you allow the light to pass through the openings of your eyes, your eye sockets, you will never have shortage of light. Your body is very receptive now, very allowing, and ready for the clearing of the chakras. And we will start with the base chakra. It's also called Mulabandha or root chakra, and it's located at the base of your spine. This chakra is associated with the feeling of absolute safety. We will use a breath work together in order to help you connect deeper and establish the feeling of connection to the center that can be your solid base, your safe base. When we come to this world and we're newborn, we are placing that trust, that absolute safety with our physical mothers. But as we grow older and separate physically from our mother, we can shift that connection to the Mother Earth for safety. So allow yourself to replace the idea of physical mother with the idea of Mother Gaia providing for you. She's always taking care of us. Shelter, food, water, oxygen. We owe it all to Mother Earth. Allow yourself to follow the breath work, contemplating and allowing your consciousness to deeply root for that safety into Mother Earth. Look at your feet like if they were nostrils. And we will take a breath through your feet. Follow that breath through the legs. Exhale into the base of your spine. Repeat 3 times. Allow yourself deep inhales and even deeper exhales. And we'll do the same with your hands. We'll take an inhale through your fingers and draw the breath through the arms. Send it down into the root chakra at the base of your spine. Repeat 3 times. And we'll do the same with the crown of your head. 3 inhales through the crown. Send that breath down all the way to the base of your spine. Exhale 3 times. And now we'll take simultaneously. Inhale through the feet, through the hands, and through the crown. And again we meet at the base of your spine. Exhale. Repeat 3 times. Notice how much more aware you are of this part of you that wants to feel safe, grounded. Connected to Mother Earth, so that any changes that you're going through will not shake you, will not break you, because you have a support of something that is strong, powerful, stable. This exercise creates very soothing effect. Use this as a medicine, distributed all over your body with your breath before we shift the awareness into the next chakra. You just created a surplus, and now use it. Apply it everywhere you need that soothing, that stability, that safety. And then we'll gently shift your awareness into the next chakra, sacral chakra, located at your navel. Located at the level of your reproductive organs. We'll do the same cycle of breath, starting with your feet, this time exhaling to the sacrum, starting with your feet. This chakra connects to the pleasure center. Everything that has to do with our physical senses, touch, smell, hearing, seeing, intimacy, creativity, not just creation of life through the reproductive organs, but fresh ideas, all kinds of creativity. So when you do this breath work, allow yourself to go back to the playfulness of when you were a child, exploring this world, fresh, untamed, without any filters and expectations. Or notice if you have a tendency to judge what gives you joy. And allow yourself to bring forth that inner child that is just exploring, allowing, like a kid taking a chocolate from a box full of different exciting chocolates and tasting new one every day. Evoke that feeling of exploration. Allow yourself to gently guide your mind towards accepting pleasure. I am inviting you to connect to that part of you that allows pleasure, playfulness, simple joys to be part of your reality as you do this breath work and focus your exhalation on the sacrum, on the sacral chakra. And when you're satisfied, let's shift your awareness to your solar plexus, located at the level of your stomach. We'll do the same cycle of breath, focusing on exhalation in your entire stomach area. Starting again with your feet, repeating 3 times the movement, the flow, then shifting to the hands, to the crown, and then simultaneously working through each extremity and directing the flow into your stomach. Notice how your body is responding to your directions. you are creating this experience, you're receiving, you can also observe it. Solar plexus is connected to your power center, the center of your personal empowerment. It has nothing to do with forcing the power over others. It has to do with making sure we maintain healthy emotional connections with others, and we unplug ourselves from connections that don't serve us. When we do this exercise properly, we harvest our power back and bring it to the solar plexus. This is the action center. The more you're able to connect with your solar plexus, your center of power, the more precise action will you be able to take with less detours, less emotional disturbances. So the power center is directly connected to making sure you clear your emotional body from beliefs, people that take way too much power from you by your agreement, either conscious or subconscious. Oftentimes, we internalize things that we are being taught at home, at school, and we assume that these are truths, that these apply to us. And later on, we're driven by these beliefs that come from our parents, partners, friends. Today I'm asking you to clear some of these connections so that you can bring back power to your solar plexus that will allow you to be much more aware of your actions, much more clear about what makes sense, what is true for you. Sometimes what drains the power center are also our compulsive thoughts, tendencies of the mind. When we repeat them long enough, they become like entities. They start having their own life within us and demands. Connect with these thoughts, beliefs about yourself that are limiting. Look at them more like a plastic doll. It doesn't have a power on its own, however big it is. Visualize that you can puncture it with a needle, and you can slowly drain the charge you have put on them. Do this with any beliefs about yourself that you hold that is limiting, that is judgmental. Scan your mind and connect with these beliefs And please understand that your value is way more fundamental than any belief. Beliefs and any other mind creations are secondary to your worth, to your existence. Allow yourself opportunity to neutralize them, to drain the charge you have put on them, so that they can serve the purpose that is intended for them, which is an option, which is just an idea, not necessarily the truth. We're not invalidating all these opinions and beliefs. All of them are equal, but we don't have to align with those that we don't prefer to materialize in our reality. And let's do the same with people in your life that you need to cut cords from or unplug your consciousness from, that you put way too much energy into. You know what these people are. Bring them to your awareness one by one, like if they were laying or standing in front of you. Scan your body, scan your mind. Find these connections. Cut the cords using golden scissors, or pull the plugs connecting you. And be really thorough, allowing yourself to take the step towards healing your emotional body, towards restoring your power, so that you can use it in your life in areas that need your attention. So whatever energy you harvest through this exercise, it is your surplus that you can use in other areas of your life. Again, we're not invalidating any of the people in your life. All we're doing is realizing that their emotions, their expectations are not our promises. And we simply unplug, allowing ourselves to experience you for what you are, your authentic vibration, unaltered by requests, wishes, expectations of other people. Look at the emotions like special effects in the movie. It's just a movie. It's supposed to have an effect, but there is no life behind it, no consciousness. It's a trick. What if you allow yourself to unplug from that movie and leave that theater altogether? There are other movies, other theaters, other spaces you can experience. Unplug, turn the switches off, and allow yourself to leave that space once and for all. Allow yourself the freedom of choosing what is right for you. Allow yourself to breathe in and out deeply a few times and feel the relief. Finally, letting go of the connections that don't serve you. Some of these people can still be in your life. But the way you look at them, the way you connect with them will shift, so that you're not negatively affected by other people in your life. You're maintaining that autonomous space around you where only you decide what is right, what serves you, what is the best. From the higher mind, from the totality of your being, from the perspective of not just your physical life, but your emotions, your mental aspect, your energetic aspect. All those things that make up the projection and physical reality of what you are, but these are not physical things. I urge you and encourage you to take that step towards absolute freedom of choice and living from the authentic place of self-expression. And when you're satisfied, let's shift your awareness into your heart center. This is a part of you that represents unconditional support, unconditional allowance, unconditional love. We'll do the same cycle of breath, focusing on the heart center. The idea of unconditional allowance and unconditional support. What does it mean? What does it feel to be unconditionally supported at all times, in all ways? I will use an example of a tree as you do the breath work. When you look at the tree, any healthy tree, maybe you have your favorite one in the park, near your house or in your neighborhood. The tree never questions its deservability. It's always in a state of unconditional allowance, and it knows it's worthy. That's why it's able to receive all the nutrients from the earth. It can receive everything that it needs to flourish from the sun, from the atmosphere, and process it to create the magnificent being that we call tree, that produces shade, oxygen, helps distribute water on earth, provides food, wood, shelter. There's so many beautiful functions, properties of the tree. But that is only possible because the tree is in a state of unconditional allowance and deservability. If the tree would question its purpose, it would shrink the connection to the totality of its support, and eventually would lose its strength, would decay, and become an organic matter. That is okay, but this is not the primary purpose of the tree. And it's the same with you. Evoke that feeling of absolute deservability and worthiness beyond the level of opinions, criticism, beliefs. These are very secondary to your existence. Creation doesn't make mistakes, so stop arguing with creation. You can use your power to create an illusion of disempowerment. That's how powerful you are. Use the power of the paradox to get yourself out from this corner that you yourself created, that you yourself fashioned, and free yourself. You're worthy beyond anything you can imagine that could be an obstacle to that state of being. The obstacle is smoke and mirrors. It's an illusion of the mind. It is not real. Let it go. Take a few deep breaths and allow yourself to release it fully, once and for all. And when you're ready, shift your awareness to your throat chakra, which represents your self-expression and ability to set boundaries. And we will do the same cycle of breath, focusing on the throat, as I explain a little bit more about how to be able to express yourself authentically. Find your inner voice. It has nothing to do with arrogance and arguing. It is a natural consequence of working from the ground up, from the base chakra at the bottom, the base of your spine, through the sacral chakra, the playfulness, the pleasure, the adventurer, the creative part. And then moving into the power center, clearing the emotional burden in the solar plexus. And slowly alchemizing that energy through the heart center, sublimating, creating much more powerful elixir, force, propeller for your expression, so that the expression doesn't come from the mind. It is not something that you memorized or internalized, but rather it's a natural consequence of tapping into these aspects of you that are represented by these energy centers, by the nadis, by the chakras. Sometimes self-expression is quiet meditation. Sometimes it is singing. Sometimes it is allowing yourself to safely express emotions. Maybe you feel inspired to write or to perform. This chakra also connects you with the ability to set healthy boundaries, recognize when to say no, what is right for you, and what is not best for your well-being. Again, without needing to explain your point of view, just honoring where you are at the moment, and that is enough. Look at these energy centers like very dynamic spheres. They can expand and contract, and you decide how big or small these movements are. All of these energy centers that represent different parts, aspects of your attributes in this life are not static. They're very dynamic. They're able to stretch and shrink, adapting to What's coming from you? Your thoughts you align with, emotions you align with. Become aware of what patterns you classify as your personal truth, and continue clearing and choosing your consciousness to travel towards new territory that is more self-aware, more self-compassionate, more self-loving, just like that tree that doesn't question its deservability. Yet it's not arrogant when you look at the tree, the self-expression, the space it takes. It's so elegant, it's so graceful. Nobody would say that the tree takes too much space in a forest. It's part of a symbiotic organism that is working together to create environment that invites different species. Don't be afraid to take some space, to show your strength, to spread this chakra of self-expression. This is your birthright. Claim it. Play with it. And now we'll shift your awareness into your third eye. Maintaining your eyes closed, turn your attention inwards and look into the area between your eyebrows and slightly above, turning your physical eye inwards and up. And we'll take a few breaths, starting with the base of your spine and exhaling into the third eye. Third eye represents a visionary in you, represents a creator, a dreamer. To access that part, you have done all the groundwork from the base chakra up, and now you have reached that level of the creator, of the dreamer. Einstein said something very powerful, that our physical mind can take us from point A to B, but our imagination can take us anywhere. It is like a preview of life's upcoming attractions. Visualize now that you're in a beautiful theater and you're about to watch a movie, but the screen is still blank, and the movie will come from the third eye. As you continue breathing through the spine and exhaling into your third eye, harvesting the energy you have freed, working with all of your chakras. I invite you to create a movie you would like to watch. What elements are exciting for you? What characters? You are the main character in this movie. Take a moment to align with the story that is most exciting for you. And when you're ready, project that movie from your third eye onto the screen in front of you, internally maintaining your eyes closed. Watch that movie all the way. Feel it. Be there fully. The version of you on the screen, is it different from the one who is laying on your bed or sitting on a chair? What can you learn from the main character in this movie? Adapt these characteristics. Bring them into your own consciousness. Alter it so that you can become that character you wish to see, you wish to experience. Playfully, without any insistence on a particular outcome, just following that excitement. Of dreaming, creating your reality internally, and see what results it can bring in your current life. And the culmination of this session is crown chakra, located right above your head. Visualize energy bursting out of the crown like a fountain and wrapping around you, flowing down through the front, your sides, your back, wrapping around your feet and traveling up again through your legs, up your spine to the crown. It's like a donut shape, thyroidal shape, self-sufficient energy device that you have just activated. This is your space. This is your work. This is your life. Use this space to fill it with any images, visions, exciting vibrations, peace, balance. All those elements that make up a landscape of your life that is attractive to you, and allow yourself to simply float in that void, that velvety space, ether, or what scientists call dark matter. Everything comes from it. Everything that you will ever need, everything that you will ever be. This is your home. It is always waiting for your command. It's the totality of your potentiality that you have always access to. Whatever you say you are at that moment, however you define yourself. Spend some time in that space. Align with vibrations of absolute acceptance, love, deservability, so that the energy you take from that space can show you by simply following the channels in your body, in your mind, how you view yourself, how you see yourself. Everything you are is the reflection of the inner landscape you are creating. You can always change it. Remember that circumstances don't matter. Only state of your being matters. When you cultivate that state of being you align with, the physical reality has no other choice by adapting to your current view of yourself. Use this to your advantage. Use this to play with your inner mind landscape, your beliefs. Alter them, experiment in a way that serves your life. You are the creator. You lack absolutely nothing. You're equal force to the creator. Allow all of this to flow through your body as you breathe in and out. As you allow this new understanding to settle in, not just in your mind, but in your nervous system, in your physical body, in your emotional body, so that you're being guided through your dreams, symbology, synchronicities, so that you can continue benefiting from this session. And reuse this tool over and over again until you become so fluid, so dynamic, that you will no longer need to use this healing tool in order to clear, in order to align. Use this session as many times as you need to, so these ideas flow stronger within your psyche, within your subconscious, and affect you on more subtle levels, and start working by inspiring new ideas, creating new opportunities internally. As we open these spaces, they burst to their surface and we're able to notice them, grasp them, turn them into something useful. Thank you for working with me today, for allowing yourself to tap into your infinite potential. My unconditional love, support to you. Allow yourself to integrate the benefits of this session. Allow yourself a good night rest. Allow yourself to float in the space as long as you need to, undisturbed. And when you decide to come back again to your physical body, please understand that you're not leaving one space when you open your eyes and entering new space. Everything is a continuum of this internal mechanism that we have activated. So as best as you can, make your decision based on the state of being you have achieved, you have created today. Not from the old one, but from the one you adopted from the movie. my unconditional love to you. Namaste.